Hey everyone, this is Steve on Wednesday morning, last day of vacation, and then I go back to work tomorrow, and then a half day on Friday. So not a terribly long work week, but just trying to spend some time off with the family. I don't know, I'll probably regret not having taken tomorrow off too, and Friday. But it's a warm and muggy morning. And I have not been out at Nockamixon for a little while, so that's where I am. I am here at Nockamixon to do a little trail experience, but I don't want to go too long today. I know that the loop I usually go is about 4 miles. I'm only looking for about 2 to 3. So I haven't decided yet which path I'll take, but I will, I know a place I can turn around. So we'll do that. Anyway, here we go. Alright, well, as you can hear, the trail is replete with the sounds of cicadas. So we are well on our way to into August. So, that's been going on since Monday. What did we do special? We went to the beach. Yes, we went out to Ocean Grove, New Jersey. The temperatures were a little on the cool side for summer, but pleasant. It's 81 degrees. Cloudy a good part of the day. And the water was refreshingly cool. That was a nice time. And we went to dinner at somebody McLuhan's and had their Tex-Mex burger, which is a black bean burger. Oh my goodness, it is the best. And for an appetizer, we ordered, I think they were pretzels, but they were more like breadsticks. And the softness, but oh, so good. And the honey mustard that had a little horseradish in it was very, very good. So we enjoyed that. Yesterday, in the evening, we went over to Bethlehem, PA, where they have annually Music Fest, and it is a week-long or so festival of music. So you can pay for the big venues. Last night was Boston. I entered for tickets, but didn't get them. But I know friends who did go. Mitchell would have loved that. So would have I. I also entered for Lady Antebellum for Saturday. I don't think they've announced the winners of that yet. Today was supposed to be a little rainy, and my wife really wants to go tubing on the Delaware. So we might do that. I think Anna has to work though. It's either we miss her or they do something tomorrow, and since I'm back to work, I miss that. Which I'd rather they do. I would love to go tubing, but I'd rather the kids have a great time. So my son Mitch, while he's away from DC, he has he says he's been getting daily emails from his supervisor, like 20 to 40 a day, saying, hey, when you get back. He's like, hey, I'm on vacation. Leave me alone. He finds his supervisor to be very, a real micromanager. So they don't get along that great, which concerns me. I want him to make sure that he's respecting her, but I guess she's known as somebody who is micromanaging, like too much, but she still gets promoted, so he doesn't understand why she got promoted to where she is when everybody seems to understand how she works. Maybe he's just the one who works best with her despite the way she is. So, Jim sent a nice picture of his workplace that he'd been at for so long, and respectfully, he's done a very nice job saying goodbye without burning bridges or things like that. So good job, Jim. Let's see, I think I listened to Kevin while I was out running on Monday, and then let's see, I did not get any Carlos in. I need to catch up on Carlos. Listen to some Norman. Pardon that. I swallowed the wrong way. While I was mowing the lawn yesterday. It's good to be out here in the dirt again. Instead of paved roads. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, my kids, yesterday while we were in Bethlehem, were trying to catch Pokemon. So, I've got my Pokemon app running here while I'm running here. And there's nothing out in these here woods. I'm not too far from the water, so I thought perhaps there would be something, but if there's to be anything around Nockamixon, it's more likely to be over by the marina. I've been helping Wayne out on that shed re-roofing project and painting some fascia that he replaced. And he asked me the other day before he moved out, "You getting any reaction from poison ivy?" I said, "No, not yet. It's all is well." All was well. Seems to be breaking out places that I wouldn't expect, like my collarbone. Of course, my ankles. And then on my wrists. Not real bad. It's a little itchy and a little bumpy, but not swelling. Yeah, still a tickle in the back from swallowing the wrong way. Wayne is out in Minnesota. I gave myself a little break to cough. All right, so he's out in Minnesota with orientation before he starts back to school. I think he's supposed to be home tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, maybe Saturday too, I'm not sure, because we have a niece number 2 getting married. It's kind of funny, the personalities of these sisters. The one who got married on Saturday had a small wedding, about 60, 70 people invited, and then a nice reception. The food was tremendous. I really got way too much protein. They had so much good cuts of meat, a little bit of everything. They got chicken marsala, turkey, roast turkey, nice cut of roast beef, and salmon with capers. That was very good. My wife and I thought that was the best wedding food we've ever had. Even better than a year ago. And it was buffet style, so you go up and take what you want. And Megan is the more social, outgoing person. So, very intimate wedding. Wedding party was just her sister, her 2 sisters, and herself, and 2 men to stand along with Chance. All right, we are taking the right fork in the road. Acadia's more quiet and reserved. She had the most interesting expressions on Saturday at Megan's wedding. And her husband-to-be also seems very quiet. His name is Michael, and his family seems like they have a pretty successful pizza business. And though their wedding is on Saturday, their rehearsal is Thursday night. And we were invited to the rehearsal dinner at a pizza place. In Philly. I don't know if the pizza place is their own. I was all out of breath from going uphill. Now Carlos says, hike the uphill and run the flats. I meant to increase my run time to 4 minutes. Maybe we'll try that on Saturday. I'm not so sure. We're heading into another heat wave. Yeah, well, we cooled off down into the 80s. It seems like friends in the Midwest, Kevin and Michael, were still struggling in the 90s, saying how hot it was. Even Mitchell, when he came up here from DC, said, I sure hope it's cooler up there. And we have been for a couple of days. It's been so hot in DC. All right. So I'm not heading out to the Keller's Church Road or whatever it is that I normally turn at and go to the upper level of the trail. There's kind of probably more than midway point that I'm at now, and I'm gonna hang a right. I think my wife found a Groupon for the river tubing. I think $30 will get you 2. I don't know if you can divide that into 3. Let's say you want to use it. Now you probably have to pay full price. So it might be $60 for 3 versus $60 for 4. Yeah, I think it might be the same. The Groupon applies to, I keep walking here. The Groupon applies to the 2, of course, and then maybe you have to pay full price for the 3rd. Not sure there's a way around that. I was a little perturbed last night. We had to pay for parking. Actually, we didn't have to pay for parking. We had to pay because of where we parked. $4 a head for a bus ride to and from Music Fest. I was really hoping we could find off-street parking, but it was pretty crazy crowded there last night. So we can understand there probably wasn't any convenient place to park anywhere around. I think we visited once when the kids were small, and we did park fairly close, but maybe the event has grown such that there's no such luxury anymore. Well, it is rather dark here, shaded in the woods. Alright, we're coming up here to I think a permanent tree stand. It's metal, almost looks like a fire escape, where we join with the northern part of the trail and then cross over the creek. I still have not made a date, so to speak, with Cindy Horan Field to go out some morning. I see she has been over at the rail trail, either biking or running. So, need to do that one of these days. My problem is I'm not as consistent for times and days that I go out. So right now I am skipping days for the most part, trying to at least, just for my health's sake. And so I may go out on a Monday and then a Wednesday, like today, or this week, And the next week I may go on a Monday and a Thursday. I may go on a Monday and a Friday, or Monday and a Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or something, just not very consistent. So I'll jog a little bit now. I'm on the other side of the creek bank. Up and over. That was more than an up. That was a jump up. So I guess there aren't any cicada Pokemon. I think the weedles and the kakunas turn into beedrills. But having something a little locust looking wouldn't be bad. Alright, back up a slight incline, not too bad. So there's plenty of opportunity to take pretty pictures here, but it's almost too dark and too green. Not sure what the outcome would be, but I could try a filter like Norm said he's using. See if that... And I have tried filters. Usually I go with the normal, but occasionally something else gives a good effect. So I left this morning a little after 7:30, maybe 7:45, to come here. Still nobody stirring in the house. Anna has to work today. Seems like nobody's been here. The weeds are overgrowing in spots. Saved you from a little bit of just breathing hard and cicada sounds. So the last couple of times I've run, I've tried running and breathing through just my nose. I'm not doing that today because I have too many uphill climbs. I could though. Oh, we really could use some rain again. It's supposed to rain today, and then now it looks like it's out of the forecast, which probably means that at some point a little bit of moisture will come through. But the forecast is showing that the moisture is holding off until tomorrow. So I thought I'd be waking up to rain this morning. So that often happens, and as JD posted, sometimes the rain just goes around you too. Like to the north, big old bad mass of nastiness, and to the south the same thing. And then you're in this little pocket where it just kind of evaporates. Some dogs yelping in the background. The nice thing about this trail is its wildness. You know, good, nice rocks and roots and narrow places. However, you never see any body. Well, I hope not to see any body, but I mean any people. And once in a while horses, but not on this part of the trail. So I think this part of the trail, those horses are not from the nearby stables. That's probably just probably people who privately own horses come up here. These places where earlier in the year I had to really tiptoe around or kind of tightrope the edge of a fallen tree and the edge of a muddy mess. Actually wearing my Merrill trail running shoes, which I don't think I've done much. Usually running in something else out here. Like if it's muddy, I'll wear my old cruddy and crusty Asics that should have been retired eons ago. But they serve a purpose. And since the ground is so uneven, it's not that it's molding your foot in an odd, worn way, the same as wearing it out on the road does. This is a great way to spend a vacation day on the elephant trail. So sometimes when I'm out here, I give my parents a call, but they are 3 hours difference, and they may be up. Couple of little gully washes here. So just as I stopped running, I kind of but hit a root. So it made a loud crack on my sole of my right foot. So just a wee bit shorter and I would have tripped. Oop, nice spider webs here. But for first thing in the morning, that's only the first web I've noticed. Alright, third washout. This one's a bit bigger, but no water. It's moist, but pretty much dry. And we climb back up. There we go. So, somebody, oh I know, there's a runner called Hungry Runner Girl. Janae, used to be Jacobs. She just got remarried. It starts with an M, I think. But like she and her husband are heading to Victoria. Or no, Vancouver. Huh, maybe it was Victoria. Just trying to get suggestions for what to see. A lot of people were recommending a waterfront or wharf or something. I recommended the Bouchard Gardens. So I'm not sure where that is in relation to Carlos. Whew. Up. We're not paying too much attention to heart rate, but the old Fitbit says 145. This will be a day when I do not take my beta blocker in the morning. So I'm experimenting right now as to whether not taking it on a day where I've put out more of an effort makes any difference in the nausea category that I've talked about. Whew. Up. I think we will break from the up. I could go on, but I think wisdom says pull back a little bit. Much of the trail here is little pebbles, but they clean up the path. I just passed by an area that was a lot of sawdust. Isn't what I was expecting. And then here's a rotted branch tree trunk that fell across the way and broke in pieces as it landed. Glad I wasn't underneath when it fell. It was sizable. But obviously it's been a standing tree that's died a while ago. It has plenty of fungus growing on it. It's funny, last night, since we were not going to see Boston, my son was like, why are we going to this thing? Which is really funny because I think he gets set in his mind a prejudice about something, and like he's made up his mind that this is going to be rinky-dink, nobody's playing around the street, like who cares? I care. It's great. I don't have to see a big name. If somebody else can play the music well, I mean, I doubt that Boston sounds like their record anymore. Though I'm sure they try to replicate it as best as possible. But that was 40 years ago, you know? And the voice doesn't stay that youthful. So you usually have other band players who were not part of the original set who can fill in the vocals for those high spots. But anyway, I like the street performers. And I really didn't see any street performers. So I was a little disappointed that way. I thought you'd find a guy just standing on a street corner and playing his guitar or pan flute or violin or something. But there really wasn't anything like that. They had a couple of tents. One was playing maybe a little more popular or alternative. Nothing too much of a beat till we got to the Soul Revisited or something like that. Soul Fusion. And they were playing some great funk. Oh, I love the bass. But Anna says, I don't like this music. So we didn't stick around there. And then we found a little quartet, drum, bass, guitar / mandolin, and violin. And they were playing a variety of things. They played some country, some not. And they sounded good. And then there was a younger group putting out the soulful sounds, just some great blues, some good rock, rhythm and blues, but really blues. Oh, rats, guess I'm done. I see the light of the parking lot. Not the light, but it's open, so it's not as dark. Somebody else's vehicle has joined us. 2.9 miles. I'll just walk around a little bit to cool down. 2.96. I'll turn my volume all the way down. Not hearing anybody tell me anything, which is fine. So just walking down this little bridge road, connector road, from the parking lot to the youth services road, goes along the lake. Alright, well, an often quiet run without me talking much. So not too much on my mind, just the last couple of days' events. And then we'll see what today brings, whether we're out on the river. I don't know if we bag it, but I know my wife really has her hopes set on that. So I think she'd gone once with a school group. Just had too good of a time. One little update. Her mother had an MRI done. She's had a lot of back pain and shoulder pain. She had hip replacement surgery and really hasn't recovered from that, even though it was February. And they found a tumor on her upper spine. And it's benign, but it's on your spine. So She saw the doctor yesterday, and the doctor said, if we do nothing, you'll eventually be paralyzed. We'd like to do surgery. The result may be that you're paralyzed. So, there's something there at least. At least there's more of a chance. Might be sooner than later, or there's a correction of the problem, and then she can keep getting on with her other healings from that, and then her need for knee surgery. So went over yesterday just to give her a hug. And get a head of lettuce. Margie says, can you head over to Mom's to get a head of lettuce? And while you're there, give her a hug. So I did. So I think that is set for September 1st, surgery date. So that's disturbing for her. But in the meantime, she gets to enjoy another wedding of a granddaughter on Saturday. So, all right, well, I'm just going to stretch a little bit here before I get in the car and head on home. So thanks for hanging along with me. I'll combine this with what I did on Monday. Maybe this will be standalone. We'll see. So y'all take care. Bye now.